Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Gerbil, and this is the July 23rd 3v3 Grand Arena GAC versus Mini Gretner. And you can see I am close, I don't know, 800,000 GP behind, but the big difference is the, again, 2 to 5 GLs. I have a decent advantage in mods as I have 27 above 25 speed. He has 8. I have twice as many plus 20 speeds, but this 5 to 2 GL is a hurdle that I'm not going to overcome this time. I am almost going to full clear, but I'm going to run into the beefiest Bossk I have ever seen. I mean, my Relic 7 Sith Marauder with insane damage mods, using his victory through power, the double lightsaber throw, is going to crit Bossk for only 16,000. And he's only a Relic 6 Bossk, and he's not even modded for defense. And it just, I'm not sure what the heck fire is going on there, because my Bossk is like, it feels to me when I use my Bossk, it's like R2-D2 hits him for 19 or 20,000, or, you know, Bodhi slaps him across the cheek and he falls down. But this Bossk, Gretner's Bossk, is the tankiest tank I think I've seen ever. And we'll get to that later. Anyway, we're opening up here with my C versus Rey, which in 5v5 I'm always a bit hesitant of, but in 3v3, easy cheesy. Depending, of course, on the support characters, the lifters, as Capital Games likes to say. And of course, you got to mod right? I mean, it all comes down to mods. Mods. Datacrons are a thing now, of course. If you're not farming Datacrons, if you're not chasing them, then that's cool. I mean, it's your choice. You are going to be at a disadvantage imminently in Grand Arena. Oh, I do this one right. I do this one right finally. So the trick is not killing anyone until Annie does his AoE slap. Then you got to make sure you got your fear out on the enemy team so that when you take down Qui-Gon Jinn, there's the slap. When you take down Qui-Gon, Annie doesn't take a turn. Like that, right there. Did you see it? I killed Qui-Gon, Anakin didn't take a turn, and boom, down goes Anakin. Rock on, baby. That is how you take out Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin, Omicron with Darth Revan. Get the fear out, get the AoE first, then fear. All right, here we go. Ackbar Princess Leia versus Zam bounties. Now they got extra power through extra offensive power and speed through the Jango lead, so you got to be very, very, very careful here, which is why I actually did put on a Datacron there, because this Datacron is going to give us plus 140% armor penetration, which is why you're going to see Princess Leia triple shotting for 38,000 damage, 39,000 damage. I mean, look at this, 40 on a basic. Here we go, let's see what we can do. 39, 38, 38. Wow! I mean, that's 120,000-ish. I mean, rounding, you know, on an assist. So yeah, if you're not farming those Datacrons, you are going to be at a disadvantage. Now, am I saying that this is a good thing? No, I don't like Datacrons. I don't like them. I think that they add a significant degree of unfairness to the game. I think that many of them are overpowered. The 25% starting turn meter is righteous, but I don't know that that's really an overall deal breaker, because even if you start early and all your characters get a turn first, that doesn't mean that they're still going to win against a hard counter, right? So you still have to identify the right teams to attack with the right teams. But some of them, like the Galactic Republic, stun on you know, every time they take a turn, stun the target. Or what looks like Sith Eternal's new one in the third set coming, where he will start with 80% charge on ultimate. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, well. Here we go. Flip side. Now we're going to take down my opponent's Gretner, mini Gretners. Oh, no, this is Mon Mothma. This didn't go as well as I hoped. So we got the days out there, we got the defense down, but we didn't take Wedge out as quickly as I wanted, so I lose a turn here. The question is, do I go for the kill, which I do, and he dodges or miss or something. So that definitely caused some headache. Otherwise, this should have been the kill shot right there for Biggs, and then we would have won the match. We're still going to win the match, but I think we're going to lose, yeah, YOLO there. YOLO? Young Han Solo. YHS, whatever. Okay, back row. Now, so what happened at this point is I realized my opponent only put one GL on defense, which worries me a lot because that means they've got 4 for offense, which means they're going to have 4 people to attack and possibly solo right off the bat. 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, they got Gas, who I didn't see here either, and Wampa. So they're just going to be like solo shot, solo. And it's... That's how the missed power match is really a shame. I mean, it is what it is, right? So, yeah, here's that Bossk, right? And this was probably... I definitely misplayed this match, right? This battle right here. I misplay it pretty bad. I think my opening shot was on Dengar, which was a huge mistake because I put him into stealth, which meant mine couldn't go into stealth. Cad Bane just kind of sucks, I think, overall. I was hoping for the stun, didn't get it. Trying to prevent... I was thinking if I could stun Bossk, prevent him from taunting, maybe I can take down Grief. That didn't work. So, we'll try again in a moment. Here we go. Inquisitors. I've been saying forever, and I'm finding more and more and more and more and more and more and more like-minded people that now that time is passing and we are starting to come to terms with the misdirection that CG led us to believe that they would be an effective GL Jedi killer, which I never thought was reasonable from the get-go. I mean, it's 1 Tier 4 Journey Guide character and 4 Marquis is going to take down a Galactic Legend. I just don't find that to be within Capital Games' own explanations of how they want things to work. I mean, they've been very clear on that. Rex, bad boy Rex, bad boy. So 2v3 now, but we're still going to get this one. There we go, got rid of 5s. When you step back from that unrealistic expectation, even though, yes, Capital Games, they are the ones who put that expectation into our heads. It's their fault. It is. It totally is. But when you step back from that and you reevaluate them just as another squad in your lineup, like what can they challenge? Who can they beat? How many banners can you get? I'm finding more and more people, whether it's, like Vox or Zareth, or, who are other content creators, or you go down into the guilds. Like I'm in an amazing guild right now called the Rebels Den. They are a super awesome, social, fun group to be with. And I am leaving them in a couple days. You're probably asking why. The reason, it's complicated. It's complicated. But I am leaving them. I'm going to another guild. But people in both of these guilds, the ones I'm going to, the one I'm leaving, and the one that I used to be a leader of for 2 years, in all 3 of those guilds, I have found people who have said, you know what, the Inquisitors are actually not bad. It just depends on who the target is. And there are things you got to keep in mind. Like, Seventh Sister has her second special ability will cleanse buffs from the opponent, but only if they're Jedi. And that kind of sucks. And that bites me in the butt in this GAC match. Because here in a moment, I'm going to go at... is it this squad? Yeah, this one right here. I totally screwed this. I didn't realize that was Brood Alpha. I thought that Brood Alpha was Sunfac. I thought it was a tank, Nute, and then the Droideka. And I was like, oh, my Ewoks are just going to handle it. Because Teebo and Logray will cleanse the taunt from Sunfac. Logray can remove the turn meter. We're going to get the foresight up. Teebo is an amazing turn meter removal, and I thought I would just control the flow of this one. As soon as it started and I saw that was Brood Alpha, I was like, holy crap knuckles and my screwdola. So I just thought, well, we'll just go ahead and give it a shot, see what we can do, because otherwise I have no way to stop that. I mean, I just cannot get around the brute. So failed 2. And that was my bad, totally my bad. Didn't look. I should have clicked on the Geo. I'm just not that familiar with their icons. Like, their little thumbnails are pretty much all the same. I mean, yeah, there's some variations, and it's very xenoist, racist of me to be like, they all look the same. They all look the same. I know bugs. Geonosians. See, that was, watch myself. If any Geonosians are watching this, I apologize profusely for calling you bugs and saying you all look the same. Please forgive me, brothers. Forgive me. I love scary looking critters, right? I mean, I'm wearing my Ewok shirt. Sorry for calling you scary looking critters. So this is probably overkill, but Asajj has the Rampage Omicron, and I just didn't want to drop a third match here. Also, I am hoping for full banners here because Plague, of course, skips your protection, and Jolee heals and Revan heals, and as soon as you heal, you drop the Plague. So I was like, okay, well, let's just see how we go. This is a match. I probably should have taken them at Bossk because I would have had the speed advantage, and then I could have skipped taunt and just gone straight at grief by marking him, and then I think I would have won. So that Omicron did its job. It pulled a stronger team that I would normally not have used. My Ewoks could have beat that. My Teebo Ewoks could have beat that. And then I could have used them for this team. Could have used Revan here. And I could have marked Brood Alpha and just said, bye-bye. And then the Droideka might be able to pop somebody, but Savior and Jolee is going to bring them right back. Oh! I don't have any hair to pull out, but I should because I just didn't think about that. So yeah, here we are. See, the Brute, I'm thinking all 3 of my Inquisitors in this situation have AoEs, which is why I threw them in there. We got Days on Seventh Sister, 8th brother or 5th brother in the lead there. He can remove the taunt. He's got a good AoE. 8th brother over there, I forget what his does. I think it applies blind if they're Jedi, and they're not Jedi, so it does something else. And we get so close. But what I did realize here is that in this 3v3 line, there's no way to heal. See that Brood Alpha? 1 dot red. I was so close. If that had happened, I think we would have won this match. Right? That came down to just bad RNG, and I think misplays on my part too. I think I definitely had some misplays. Still learning this squad. I think if I had a second go at this, I could pull that win off. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, there's no healer, right? So the Inquisitors have obviously 7th Sister is the actual healer, but then Grand Inquisitor has a great heal. Plus, he provides them 66% more health and maybe protection. I can't recall. So I think the better lineup, especially it depends if you're using a Datacron or not, but would be to put 7th Sister with the 9th Sister under maybe 2nd Sister attack lead, right? So you got 2nd Sister attacks, who's going to give them some extra power. 7th will assist all the time. 9th will taunt, and 7th will assist, like I said, assist but heal as well. And then that leaves Grand Inquisitor possibly with 8th brother, and then I guess it would be the both brothers. Yeah, they put the 3 sisters together and then the 2 brothers with Grand Inquisitor. That's kind of sexist. Just split them by the boys and girls. Never thought of that. Anyway, so why Jawas here? Just because I'm really annoyed. I know that they're not going to win, but I thought with all the assists, at least we're going to kill that Brood Alpha, and so we can finally get through this. I kind of totally given up on one-shotting. At this point, my roster is... Like, you've seen I have better people in the roster, but they're saved for the back wall, right? Like, that Bad Batch scares me a lot, so I gotta throw Luke at that. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a... Oh, Raddus! Admiral Raddus! I'm gonna wail on him a little bit. I hate to say that, but I'm going to. Got him up to 6 stars. I'm chasing profundity, and I just made a new meme, posted on Reddit. I don't know if you saw it. It's Kenobi representing CG saying that profundity will challenge the Executor, and then Owen responding as the players, like Grand Inquisitor challenged Galactic Legend Jedi. And it's like, ooh, burn, whatever. Again, I think Inquisitors are better than that, so it is just kind of a joke, but sincere. I am going to spend a little on Raddus, which I don't like to do, but if you know my backstory, you know that I'm in Shanghai, and the city is awkward right now with COVID, and I haven't been able to travel to visit my family for a long, long time. So this is my entertainment, right? I don't have a TV bill. I don't pay cable bills. I don't do a lot of things that I would love to do under normal circumstances. So I don't mind. I mean, hell, it's my entertainment, right? I enjoy it. Here we go. Bad Batch. Oh, so Raddus. Yeah, I really hope that the profundity lives up to its expectations, which I don't think that CG has really pushed any hype around it. I mean, they had a bunch of clues. They posted a bunch of clues out there. I remember back in March when I started making videos about it, a couple other big content creators were like, no, absolutely not, blah, blah, blah. A couple said I was nuts. Bonkers, maybe. They literally said I was nuts. And now that it's out, those same people are like, we all saw it coming. I was like, no, you didn't. No, you did not. Whatever. Am I a little envious? Maybe. I'm also a little sleep deprived. I have a bit of insomnia. Actually, not really a bit. I got 5 hours of sleep 2 nights ago. Last night I got about almost 6. And I do know that my noggin mostly only works well when I get 7+. But that's a pretty uncommon experience these days. I love this squad. Love. If you've been watching my channel, you know I love this squad. So one thing that I've recently remembered is that Jinn's Truncheon Strike, it removes all turn meter and stuns them, which is effectively taking away 2 turns if they're near full turn meter, because they've accumulated it. You take it away. They're stunned. They have to build it back up and do nothing and start over again. So it effectively invalidates a character for 2 turns or immobilizes them. What I also just recently remembered or relearned is that she gains turn meter equal to what she steals. So right there, took away all of Resistance Trooper, who was nearly at 100% turn meter, stunned him, and then she took another turn. Rolo, her AoE, it's not real strong, but it's that buff immunity, and in 3v3, she slaps 10 times, so it's going to hit buff immunity on pretty much everybody. And then under Jinn, she picks up extra potency, which makes a better chance for it to stick. And then if it is a 3v1 situation like that, that AoE is going to hit 10 times. So that's a pretty big hit, no matter what. And this one, I've also been really talking a lot about this one. I think I should do like a 3v3 video for like cartoons I like and the synergies and why, because this one, see, Piet's I'm sorry, I was distracted by something. Squirrel. Piet's basic, if I recall, says that he calls an Empire ally to assist. I'm going to look it up real quick. P-I-E-T-T, there he is. And why this works so well. Yeah, deal physical damage to target enemy and call another Empire ally to assist. Allies with inevitable failure are also called to assist. So you put the inevitable failure on Royal Guard. And that way, every time you attack with Piet, Guard assists, who has a chance to stun. And Thrawn, when he fractures, like his speed is dropped down to like next to nothing, right? I mean, he becomes very slow, so he's not taking turns. But because Piet's calling a random ally to assist, there's a good chance, 50-50, that he's going to call Thrawn, who also has a chance to stun on basic. Therefore, Piet's basic frequently will have 2 opportunities to stun. And that, I mean, so you're getting a lot more utility out of Thrawn. It's kind of cool. Bugs versus Mandalorian Beskar, Vet Han, and Bo-Katan. And my bugs are not well modded. They do not have high speed, but so this is where the benefit I mentioned before, having a big advantage in relics, comes into play. Because even though my mods are not awesome on this team, I have twice as many high-speed mods as my opponent, which means the average character of mine, the average character, is going to have twice the speed advantage from mods. So, because of that, my bugs, who are, again, poorly modded, were able to pull out ahead, take out the leader in this squad before they got a turn. All right, here we go. Back to Bossk. Screw you, Relic 6 Bossk. This guy, I know this is not a good team. You don't have to remind me. I'm kind of out of good teams at this moment, right? I should have saved that Revan for this one, or maybe, if not even the Revan, who else did I use? I don't know. There's a lot of teams I could have used, but my opponent, like I said, they have nearly 1 million more GP than me. They have 5 GLs, which means they have a lot more relic characters than me. So this was really a tough match, no matter what. Yeah, so Cody is kind of worthless, I think. At least I've never found a good place for Cody. See, Shakti's an attacker, right? Isn't she? And she's hitting for 5k on Bossk, and that was a crit. And she's, I got her modded for speed, so I don't expect her to do... No, she's support. Shakti's support. I always think of her as an attacker for some reason. Now this one I have no expectations of doing anything. I'm just thinking maybe stun, maybe plague, maybe do some damage and then move on. But yeah, just get the plague out there and I'm hoping that maybe we can just hurt him. I mean, Grief is only gear 12, right? So if I can just land a few hits over there or get that plague on him 3 or 4 times. But no, I forget he heals, right? Okay, we're just trying to stun Bossk, and that's not landing. He is modded for tenacity. This Bossk is 151% tenacity. So that's why I'm not landing anything. All right, so here we go. We go for Sith, and they're really, really weak. Just hoping to get an Annihilate, and that's over. So we'll try something else. That was fast. Let's see, what are we going to try for now? Nest? I mean, why not, right? Maybe, because like none of these 3 put out a lot of damage, right? I mean, Dengar doesn't hit super hard, does he? Why the Ewok? Just because he calls assists and removes turn meter. That's it. Okay, so Relic 4 Nest is almost dead. Yeah, is dead. All right, that kind of sucked. Okay, what else do we got here? We still got a few things we can try. So now we're going to do some Sith. And so there's that Relic 7 Sith Marauder, who is like... So here we go. Here's the special. I know, 16k. 16k. At that rate, this squad, I cannot beat it. Because they will recover that much health when all those buffs, you know, from Dengar expire. Debuffs. Yeah, 6k from... Here we go. Another big hit. 19. But it's not going to matter. 8k on a basic. Let's see. That's insignificant. Moving on. All right, so got 3 ship battles. I'm going to clear them. And then that's pretty much it. I take out the ships. So I clear 3 sectors. I leave Bossk standing. And lose the match because of that. Also because my opponent only dropped 1 battle and full cleared me. No, 2. They lost 1 to my Nute Gunray with B1 and Jango. And then they lost once to my Executor. They have a 6-star Executor, so I'm assuming they threw their Executor at mine, took out 1 or 2 ships, and then cleaned up, probably with Malevolence. I'm not too sure. Maybe Finalizer, but not too sure. Anyway, guys and girls, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. Maybe learned something with me. Crossing my fingers for a better performance in round 3, and I'll see you all in a few days. Take care. Bye-bye.